Welcome back, people of YouTube. This is James from Shyhammer Fantasy, giving you another 8th edition Shyhammer Battle Report. Basically, we got a game against between me and Dan. We're doing 2,000 points. We're getting ready for Dragonfall, and we're both playing lists to see what we want to bring. So we're playing around with different options. I'm trying out the squigs. I'm also trying out just a small unit of trolls here and the chariots. I'm actually digging the chariots, to be honest. But we're going to see what Dan has here. Dan actually brought his Northern Sea Guard 40 deep. He brought a unit of about 25 White Lions. He also brought 15 Sisters, or as I call them, bitches with bows. He has a special character, Illyrial. He also has a wizard over there. I don't know what level that wizard is, but basically, and then he has his BSB. His BSB is kitted out with a 3-up parry shield, and they're taking high magic. Over here he does have 2 bolt throwers and 2 eagles, and that is that. As for my guys, I have over here, I have like I said, a unit of cave squigs. They are 15 deep with handlers. I have 28 savage orc biggins, or 26 savage orc biggins, around there, mid to late 20s biggins. I have the wolf pack with Gorbat Ironclaw, also with the Onion Knight, and not only that, but I'm bringing Kabuto the Python, the level 4, inside that unit as well, because he doesn't want to get shot down. I do have 3 trolls. I have 2 goblin chariots, my 2 doom divers. I have King Koopa, which is a gigantic goblin hero on a gigantic spider, something like that. And then I have my level 2 Lore of Undeath, Itchy. So basically, as you can see, we're actually playing Watchtower, so this is one of the scenarios that we could have. Oh, let's go over the magic, sorry. I got Irigo, Footagork, Fistagork, and Gazamork on my level 4. My level 2, he ended up getting Gravecall and the Harbinger. Okay, now we're playing Watchtower. Basically, I kind of have everybody kind of like staring at that tower. I just have the Savage lined up because I was going to have the Savages just run up inside of it, especially if he got it. But he didn't have a unit that, because there's like a minimum requirement or a maximum requirement of like 20. And all his units, the only people who would fit in there was the sisters, and I don't think the sisters count for what he wanted to do, so he was just like, no, he's like, I'm not going to take it. So the Watchtower is empty right now. We're going to go ahead and start off turn 1. I win the roll-off, Orcs and Goblins. I go ahead and I move everybody up. This goes based on my rule of if they could outshoot you, you want to run to their side. If you can outshoot them, let them run to yours. So I'm running everybody across. Magic phase, I got 5 power dice. I go ahead and throw all of my dice onto the Footagork. I get it off, double 6s. Smash this unit of Sea Guard. Let's go ahead and get it. It drifts off a little bit, but it only kills 4 dudes. Are you fucking kidding me? I roll 4, 5, or 6 to do it again. I get a 1. He puts it right on top of my dogs, but I luckily avoid it. It drifts off and hits absolutely nothing. Thank God. As for the miscast, I ended up taking a wound on my level 1 or my level 2 over here. He did absolutely nothing. He got injured. Shooting phase, I'm going to go ahead and shoot both Doom Divers into the White Lions. They end up killing off, holy crap, 7 White Lions. And then it's going to be his turn. That was a very short turn 1, might I add. High Elves turn 1. He's going to move his Eagle over here, just kind of coming towards my Doom Diver. The other Eagle, he moves up this way in front of King Koopa, and not much I could do about it. He's trying to chaff me on purpose. And as you can see, I think he moved his Sea Guard back a little bit, to be honest. Magic phase, he only got 4 power dice. He throws up Arcane Unforging onto this guy right here. It goes off. It breaks his Armor of Destiny. That sucks. Actually, he's trying to break his Armor of Destiny, and guess what? Bam! Dispel Scroll. Screw that shit. He ain't gonna break my stuff. So that was basically it for his magic phase. He goes ahead and uses shooting. His sisters, his bitches with bows, they shoot at my trolls. Of course they're going to shoot at my trolls. And they end up killing off one troll, putting a wound onto another. Then the Sea Guard are going to go ahead and shoot, and they shoot at the trolls. They end up killing off one troll and leaving them with 1 wound left. And finally, I believe his BSB shoots, and the BSB kills him off. The Bolt Thrower here. Bolt Thrower is going to go ahead and shoot at my Goblin Chariot. It misses, actually. The second Bolt Thrower shoots and does 1 wound. So the Goblin Chariot's still alive. And it's going to start off Orcs and Goblins, turn 2, I believe. Failed Animosity with the Savages. I failed the Dangerous Terrain with this guy over here because I actually was going to charge across or something like that. And he dies. And the Savages have to turn and face towards the closest unit, and it will face the eagle, so I have to charge the eagle now, and that's going to be a fail charge. I did move Gorbad's unit all the way over to the side over there because one thing is these pillars, we're playing them as impassable terrain, and I totally forgot about that, to be honest, during the game. And I'm like, alright, well, have the squigs as a buffer. The squigs could go in first, blow up a bunch of guys, whatever, and then have Gorbad and Kabuto just continuously use the foot of Gork and then get a side flank and just hopefully just kick ass. I charged Koopa into the eagle because that was just no brainer, and then I moved my chariot around all the way to the right flank here. Magic Fizz, I got 7 power dice, and first thing I do is I throw up some skeletons here, and he's like, oh shit, you're hiding that shaman behind that rock? I'm like, yep. So I throw up skeletons over here to kind of block up the view of his eagle charging into my Doom Diver. I guess my Doom Diver another turn. Then I throw the rest of the dice onto the foot of Gork. He can't stop it. Go ahead, throw it right onto these assholes over here, the Lothern Seaguard. And look at this! 15 Seaguard got crushed by the foot. Roll 4, 5, or 6 to do it again. I get a 3. So that's about it. If it got another stomp, that was awesome. Shooting phase, I go ahead and shoot the Doom Divers. One drifts off drastically. The other one goes for the sisters, actually. Ends up killing off 4 sisters, which is just beautiful. And then the archers on top of the wolf pack, they're going to go ahead and shoot at the Seaguard. They kill off 1 Seaguard. As for the close combat here, Koopa does 1 wound onto the eagle. The eagle goes ahead and attacks Koopa and does absolutely nothing to him. And the eagle sticks because the general's actually really close. It's going to be turn 2, High Elves. He reforms his Seaguard to be smaller, basically like a block of 25 now, or whatever it is. And he moves the White Lions up a bit. He moves his sisters over here closer to the chariot. They're also into the woods, and then he moves his eagle over here to the side, so that way I can't get in his way. Magic, he gets 9 power dice, which is really good for him. He goes for Arcane Unforging on Gorbad. I already wasted my Dispel Scroll, so guess what? He breaks Morgulor the Mangler. Now, on this spell, it's not worded very well, so the question is, it says, if it does a wound, then it breaks the magic items that you have. But it doesn't say that you need to wound specifically for the item to break, because he got the spell off and he's saying the item's broken regardless. So we kind of played it like, okay, maybe it does break. Let's just do it. So he broke Morgulor the Mangler, but he did not wound Gorbad. And then he goes and does Fiery Convocation on the unit. He ends up burning off 5 dogs, 5 wolf pack, and that sucks. And then they have the fire flame cage or whatever is on them. Over here he's gonna go ahead and shoot with his sisters, and they end up killing off my chariot on this side. And then he ends up shooting his Seaguard over at my squigs, and he ends up killing off 2 handlers and 1 squig because we had to randomize the shots. He uses his bolt thrower. His bolt thrower shoots at Gorbad's unit, kills off 2 more of the wolf pack. His other bolt thrower shoots at the savages, and it only kills off 1 savage. Got some lucky ward saves there. As for this close combat over here, Koopa ends up killing off the spider, and that was nothing. He's going to go ahead and reform, facing off at the Seaguard. I've contemplated going for the bolt thrower, but there was a whole argument over here, which I ended up getting the right answer. The right answer is basically he was right. I was charging Koopa into the Seaguard because I wanted the stand and shoot to hit him. I didn't want the stand and shoot to hit the paper manglers. But because if it hits Koopa, Koopa has a 2-up armor and 4-up ward. He's not going to get wounded. So I charged them both in, but he's like, he's going to stand and shoot onto the squigs. So I'm like, shit. I really should have just charged Koopa into the bolt thrower, like hindsight, or just charged Koopa into that unit by himself, and he probably could have took him out. So he's going to go ahead and do the stand and shoot. When he does do the stand and shoot, he ends up killing off 5 guys or 4 guys. But we randomized the hits, and it was only the handlers and 1 squig. So that means the squigs go wild. Squigs eat everybody in a radius. They blow up. So they're going to eat Koopa. They're going to eat Gorbad's unit. They end up killing off 2 of the wolf pack. Alright? And then it does nothing to Koopa. That sucks. Koopa does get in. He does charge in alone, and I end up moving Gorbat like around a little bit more to get a better look on the Shaman. Now the thing is, the wolf pack is all dead. So the question here is, what happens to Fiery Convocation? I said, since the unit's dead technically and it's only heroes left, Fiery Convocation should be broken. This game had a lot of discrepancies, by the way. We were going back and forth on a lot of things, but this is another thing that we went on. He was saying no because they're still technically a unit. The 3 characters are a unit, and thus the Fiery Convocation is still sticking on them. I was like, the original target was the Wolf Riders, and the Wolf Riders are all dead. So, whatever. I decided to just go with him because I was tired of arguing, and I said, fuck it, they're still a unit, it's still on them, but when they break apart, it should take off of them, right? So I moved Koopa in. Koopa ended up getting 2 wounds from, I actually believe from the Squig, not from the Sea Guard. And then I ended up, in the remaining moves, I moved Gorbat out of the unit to the Savages. So now he's leading the Savages, and just the Onion Knight and Kabuto have the Fiery Convocation on them. Magic Phase, I got 9 power dice. I throw up 5 dice onto the foot of Gork, and it doesn't go off. I go for Grave Call, and actually he dispelled the foot of Gork, but I go for Grave Call, throw the 4 dice in the Mushroom, and I choke on the Mushroom, and my level 2 dies by himself. And then I'm gonna go for the Doom Divers. Doom Divers are both shooting at the White Lions, and one drifts off, one hits. The one that hit only kills one dude. Over here, these are all the armor saves that Koopa got from the freaking from attacking the banners over here, or the Sea Guard over here. And basically he ends up, I believe, only like wounding like 2 guys or something like that. I don't have a picture of it for whatever reason, but he sticks. He's in Gorbat's bubble, and he did charge and do 2 wounds. They didn't really do shit to him. He's still alive. It's gonna start off High Elves turn 3, I believe it is. High Elves turn 3. He's gonna go ahead and move up. Now here's the thing: he tried to charge into Koopa, but he has a pillar in his way too. So he's like, son of a bitch. So he really can't charge. And as you can tell, I created a choke point because the Savages can't really go through the pillar without hitting Koopa anyways. So there's not much you can do. He's trying to rearrange his guys over here to like he moved his sisters up to get some shots in. He does charge his Eagle over here into my Doom Diver, and that's an easy connect in. Magic Phase, he gets 8 power dice. He goes for Soul Quench onto the Savages. I dispel it. He goes for Walk Between Worlds. He moves up the sisters, the bitches with bows, a little bit further up, so they have a better shot at my guys. And then they're gonna go ahead and shoot. They're gonna start off shooting phase. They shoot at my Savages' asses, and my Savage has some lucky farts, and it deflected all the arrows. Got 3 ward saves. Over here, his Eagle is gonna go ahead and just destroy my Doom Diver, but I did turn the skeletons around, so the next turn I get to charge his Eagle with my skeletons. Over here, I got 3 lucky armor saves with Koopa. Koopa goes ahead and kills off, or he does 1 wound onto his BSB. He pulls this move where he says he did a high magic spell with that unit. Now that unit has a +1 to its ward, and with his shield of Sapphire, he gets a 3+ ward basically. And I'm like, that is bullshit. And he's like, nope. And we argued it again, and apparently that one he's right, but it sucks. So Koopa ends up killing off 1 dude anyways, and over here it's going to start off Orcs and Goblins turn 4. Orcs and Goblins turn 4, I'm going to charge these skeletons into the Eagle. That's easy in. I separate Onion Knight and put him into the unit of Savages, and now Kabuto's alone. And that's about that. We're going to go to Magic Phase. Magic Phase gets 7 power dice. I throw up a couple dice on the Fist of Gork. He said the Fiery Convocation should still be on the guy that's there. I was like, the Fiery Convocation should be nullified because everybody split off, right? But we went back and forth, and I was like, you know what, I'm not going to argue. We're just going to keep the Fiery Convocation on my dude if that's what happens. If that's what happens, that's what happens. Magic Phase, get Foot of Gork off. I throw up 5 dice onto it. I try to stomp this bolt thrower. It hits but doesn't wound. Try 4, 5, or 6. Get it again. Get it again. Go for the same exact thing. Misses again. Go for it again. Got a 5. It misses again. Go for it again. Get a 6. Misses again. Go for it again. Get a 4. I hit it. I wound it. I smash it. I kill it. Screw that thing. Go for it again. I get like a 3. So the foot really just wanted to kill the one bolt thrower. Just the one. I should have killed. Well, I didn't have line of sight of many guys. I had line of sight of like maybe the White Lions, but they have the banner of the World Dragon, and the other guys are still fighting Koopa. Over here, gonna shoot the Doom Diver at the sisters. He fails and drifts off. Koopa here goes ahead and attacks. He ended up doing 1 wound to his mage, and he ends up getting killed. Got a lucky hit in, and Koopa is now dead. As I said, these guys charged in. Oh, I'm sorry. These guys didn't wound the eagle, but the eagle didn't wound them. I charged and I had a rank. He ends up fleeing, and the skeletons chase him off the table. Over here, he was it's gonna start off High Elves turn 4, I believe this is, right? So he was contemplating just charging in his wizard here into Gorbad's unit and then trying to do a miscast on purpose so he could blow up. It was a kamikaze wizard. He was playing with the idea. He ended up not doing it. We were just teasing it. But anyways, he did move his sisters into the watchtower. Magic phase, he got 7 power dice. He didn't do much with his magic phase. He's going to go ahead and do shooting phase. Shooting phase, he shoots his bolt thrower here, kills off 1 savage. Uses the other bolt thrower, kills off 4 savages, or 5 savages. And then he uses his Sea Guard, I believe, and that was that. It was all shooting, basically, that killed these guys. It's going to start off Orcs and Goblins turn 5. Orcs and Goblins turn 5. I want to charge into the bolt thrower, just Onionite. So he goes in. He ends up getting to it, and the rest of the guys kind of sit there. I move Kabuto over to the side flank over there. He has a better view of everything. Magic phase get 3 power dice. I'm going to go for a long distance Gaze of Mork. Kill off 5 Sea Guard. That's all I could do with that, though. And I'm going to go for shooting phase. Shooting phase, the Doom Diver here shoots at the building, and he fails to... He misses it by like 1 inch. It's going to start off, I believe, his turn. Oh, I'm sorry, the close combat over here. The dog ends up killing the bolt thrower over here, but they ended up putting on 1 wound onto the Onion Knight. So he's kind of hurting at the moment. It's going to start off his turn. High Elves turn 5. He's going to go ahead and move back. He's trying to move back to bait my savages into running into his, either failing to charge, because he doesn't want to move the White Lions up because he knows I'll charge them right away with Gorbad's unit. And he doesn't want to leave the Sea Guard where they're going to get mowed down. Magic phase, he gets 9 power dice. He throws Fiery Convocation on this unit. I try to stop it. I could not stop it. It gets off. He ends up killing off this guy with a Soul Quench. And the Convocation goes and kills off like 8 guys. It's brutal. 8. That really sucks. He's going to go ahead and do his shooting attack over here with his sisters. And they end up killing off 2 more guys. And he ends up doing something else over here, and he ends up killing off a couple more guys. Oh, he shoots him with the Sea Guard. Sea Guard shoots and kills off a couple more guys. It's going to start off my turn, Orcs and Goblins turn 6. Orcs and Goblins turn 6. I move Kabuto back here, trying to get a long distance shot off with Gaze of Mork. Magic phase, get 8 power dice. I throw 6 dice on the foot of Gork. I stomp on the building because I figure it's the bigger target, and if it hits, it automatically does d6 wounds. And it hits, it kills 1 sister, just 1, and I roll for 4, 5, or 6, do it again, I get a 3. Shoot at the building, and I kill off 6 sisters. Holy shit. But that, my friends, was the end of the game. There was just no way. He had 1 more turn, and he was probably going to kill off most of my savages. It was a bad setup for terrain that kind of fucked me up at this game, because I should have been able to charge in faster, and I didn't. And this goes back to a couple videos ago. I think somebody commented on it saying I need to charge in more, and I agreed entirely with that. My savages should have been in combat on turn 3 or 4. One of the things, though, was I was trying to save my heroes from that fucking fiery convocation, and So I wasted turns moving people from out of that unit to go to the other unit, and that should have been turns that my savages were moving up. Um, so that was a failure on my part. I didn't want to leave Gorbad in the open because I didn't want to bolt throw to his face. Um, and yeah, all around, I'm not doing so hot on Warhammer at the moment, but I'm not giving up. I'm gonna go ahead and try a couple different lists. I think after this game I cut them squigs out entirely. I beefed up my trolls again. I was kind of mad at my trolls because they were stupid and they walked off the table a couple games ago, and so now I'm beefing up the trolls again. They're gonna put them back in action. I think I have like maybe one or two more videos where it's still with Gorbad, and then after that I took Gorbad out, and you will see the return of Chickenhead. Anyways, guys, I hope you enjoy these videos. I'll be putting up more videos as soon as I can make them, and until then, see you in the next video. If you haven't, hit the like and subscribe. Do so already. I don't know what you're waiting for. And I'm back. I'm sorry. I forgot to mention who the MVP is. The MVP is going to Kabuto the Python. Just basically because he was the only person who did anything. King Koopa killed that eagle and did one wound to the BSB and to the mage and killed like a couple Seaguard. But basically besides him, the Doom Divers killed a good chunk of White Lions and a good chunk of Sisters. But that was about it. The Chariots got killed, the Trolls got killed, Savages never got into combat, Gorbad never got into combat, his weapon got destroyed. The Onion Knight did kill a Bolt Thrower, but Kabuto was the one who killed about like a good 20 Seaguard. He killed one Bolt Thrower by himself. He killed more than 20 Seaguard, and that is why Kabuto is getting the MVP award. And like I said before, I'm gonna say it again. I'm trying a different method. This army list is not working for me. I'm getting my ass kicked too easily, and I remember back in the day when I would play Dan, it was fun to kill some crunchy elves that are super easy to kill, and right now I'm not even getting into combat, so it's kind of like pissing me off. So it will come back, and I will have to figure out my changes into my army list, which I will do very soon. Anyways, guys, hope you enjoy these videos. Peace and take care.